Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Crypto Analyst channel. My name is Brendan, and I hope all of you guys are having a great day no matter where you are from. And we just had some of the most significant and impactful Bitcoin news that we have ever received. I mean, this is major history for Bitcoin and crypto across the board because Mahler's Strike just partnered with NCR, which is the world's largest POS supplier, and payments provider Blackhawk to provide cryptocurrency payments, specifically Bitcoin, on the Lightning Network worldwide. And if you're not familiar with who these people are, essentially what they're doing is they provide payment systems to people like Walmart or companies like Walmart and McDonald's and Starbucks and Chipotle, and most Fortune 500 companies and major retailers go through Blackhawk and these other providers that Strike is now partnering with. And so what we've seen is a nice little price reversal in what's happening. Bitcoin was headed down with the stock market, but now you have Bitcoin rallying, right? We had two green candles in a row on the daily chart, and this seems to be a really bullish thing for Bitcoin, because now what will soon be happening is you'll be able to go to just about any of these places that use Blackhawk or that use NCR, and you're going to be able to pay for stuff in Bitcoin on the Lightning Network. Now, why is this significant? Why does this matter at all? Well, the Lightning Network is something that is going to be significantly faster and cheaper to use in terms of transaction fees than the traditional Bitcoin network. So this is going to be a scaling solution so that anyone can pay for Bitcoin in an extremely almost feeless fashion that's still going to be happening very fast. So I don't know why more people aren't talking about this, but this has simply just been major news for crypto, and I think one of the biggest things to release out of the crypto conference that we've had so far. So if you haven't checked this out, again, there's a couple articles on this. You definitely can find this if you just Google search it up. But these are a couple of the ones that I was reading. I mean, this really is massively significant. But I want to look at just what's happening on crypto across the board today. We're seeing a lot of cryptocurrencies up anywhere from around 2 to 3, even 4% across the board. Most cryptos really are green, and the ones that are red are mostly not red more than 1/4 to 0.5%. What I really do like here is that, most importantly, Bitcoin and Ethereum are rallying strong and leading the crypto markets in the right direction. And if we zoom out here, we really are just kind of in the middle of this rising channel right now. We rejected resistance for the third time, our first, our second, and our third one, which happened just around $48,300. And with us sitting around 43,000 and, what are we at? Almost 44,000 right now. There is kind of this no man's land mentality where we're back underneath crucial resistance and we're still above support. So we have resistance up here and we have support down here, and we're kind of just floating in no man's land. And that's really the way that I am viewing this area. We're not at support near the upper 30,000s yet, but we're still not quite at resistance either. So in this area, I'm kind of just acting as if this is a no trade zone for me personally. There's lots of trading opportunities and there's lots of volatility, but I just don't like the position that Bitcoin and Ethereum are in at this specific level, and I want to give it maybe just a little bit more time to kind of see how it reacts to support and resistance when it does reach that. Now, I am still doing a ton of technical analysis in the Crypt Nation group. If you want to join that, there is a link to join that in the description down below. It's super interesting, and you get direct access to me and all my technical analysis, not only early, but in more detail. Well, let's get back into the news over here. Now, Robinhood is also rolling out wallets to over 2 million waitlisted users, and they plan to integrate the Lightning Network as well. Now, for those of you who don't know, you can trade a couple of different cryptos. I believe it's about a dozen different cryptocurrencies on Robinhood. And what you've essentially been able to do is just trade a pairing of Bitcoin, but you cannot actually own cryptocurrency on there, meaning you don't physically own it because you can't take it out, you can't withdraw it, you can't deposit any in. But all you're able to do is say, I am going to buy shares of Bitcoin and sell shares of Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or things like that. Now what's going to be able to happen is that you're actually going to be able to withdraw your cryptocurrency off of Robinhood and send it to wallets, meaning that you're actually going to have custody over your cryptocurrency here to some degree, or you're going to have the option to. So if you do have wallets and you're going to be able to make these withdrawals and deposits, that is going to be a big thing across the board. And I think that this could be ultimately a good move for Robinhood. It's, people haven't always been so trustworthy of Robinhood. So I think giving the people who own cryptocurrency on there a way out could be potentially a good thing for crypto. At least this is something that I like, because it allows people to easily get access to cryptocurrency, but yet not be forced to keep it in such a centralized way where you can't even send it anywhere if you'd want to. Even use it for payments, for that matter of fact. Now, on top of all this, Cathie Wood is hinting that Bitcoin could hit $1 million. And the amount of articles that we've seen come out from millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires saying that they see Bitcoin hitting $1 million in the next 8 years is rapidly increasing. We have seen so many multimillionaires and billionaires and major companies, Fortune 500 companies, come out and say that they see the future value of cryptocurrency, and they specifically see Bitcoin hitting at least $1 million around the area of 2030, which is just really about 8 to 7.5 years away. I mean, we really aren't that far from it, because we're almost halfway through 2022 already. And so if you do the math on that, we're sitting at what, 45,000 around that area. We're bouncing in between there for Bitcoin. That would be a substantial increase of almost 20x, in fact, more than 20x from where we are currently sitting at. So, there are lots of extremely wealthy individuals looking into cryptocurrency and seeing the advantages of it. And I always say this, but if the world's richest and the world's largest corporations are saying that they see the value in something, if all these billionaires see the value in something, could they know something that we don't? Could there be something behind the scenes that we don't know? And there always could be. Maybe some of us do truly understand that cryptocurrency is going to be a major part of the future. But I think that so many tech, especially tech-related billionaires, people who are supposed to be the leaders in tech, are saying that cryptocurrency is going to have a very bright future, especially with all of this Lightning Network integration that we're having right now. Now, on top of all of this, Miami now has its own crypto bull, and they're in their attempt to make a Wall Street-like pose. And so what this is this is the Miami bull, but it's actually I believe it's actually just a Bitcoin bull. It's meant to be a carbon copy almost of what they have on Wall Street with the Wall Street bull, except Wall Street is meant to represent stocks, and they're hoping that Miami will be the representation of the crypto market, while Wall Street is the representation of the stock market. And as a symbolism of that, they actually have this cryptocurrency tech-like bull that is now inside of Miami. This is a pretty cool thing. I mean, it looks pretty large in size, and I have to admit it does look really cool. So I'm glad to see that Miami is still making pushes to be the crypto center of the United States, and that it really is a cool thing to see. So whether you like Bitcoin, whether you like altcoins, I think we can all agree that this is a pretty cool thing to see. And Miami is becoming increasingly more Bitcoin and crypto friendly every single day, and they've been pretty crypto friendly for a while now. But as we are rounding this video up, I just want to quickly state that on Bitcoin, I do want to see us push up towards resistance around this like 45,500 area, and then beyond that towards the upper ends of the 48,000, 49,000 as we do get back up to resistance. And I think that if we can somehow break out of this channel to the upside right up in here and break out of this, I think cryptocurrency is going to go parabolic. I really do believe that. But I think right now it's just a matter of us bouncing in between this no man's land, which is what we've seen in Bitcoin and Ethereum for the last little bit. We're just going from support to resistance, back and forth and back and forth. And eventually we're going to have to either break out here to the upside or break down to the downside. And I'm excited to see which one of these will win, because I truly do believe it's going to be the bulls here. I was on the Crypt Nation VIP call yesterday, and I was explaining that I don't see Bitcoin realistically falling down below 32,000. I think that every kind of black swan event that we have seen in the book has been thrown at the wall to see if it'll stick, and yet cryptocurrency is already rebounding and already pushing back upwards. So if all the stuff between a war and the economy crashing and oil going sky high to all-time highs and interest rates increasing across the board, if none of that can push cryptocurrency below 30K, I'm not sure what else can do it. I mean, all while there's a pandemic ending up. So, you know, certainly I do believe that cryptocurrency is strong in this area, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and maybe share this with a person that needs to see this. You know, someone who doesn't truly understand just what is happening behind the scenes and how they're going to be able to use cryptocurrency in the next year or so. So that is going to round us up. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.